tomorrow will officially be the final update for Need for Speed Heat. And I've given myself the day to really process this information, take it all in, so I can let out all my thoughts to the camera right now. This new update, the final update, of course, will be released tomorrow morning, UK time, since it's Criterion Games and they are in the UK over here. And it will add crossplay. That's it. That's literally it. Oh, and bug fixes. And the actual bug fixes are good. Like, they've actually fixed some real shit. But, like, they shouldn't be problems at this point. It's June. And honestly, at this point, we should have so much more content. But now we're not going to get anything because this is the last one. This is the last update. We're not going to get anything about Need for Speed until next year. Apparently, according to what's his name? Matt Webster, there's going to be something announced at EA Play, but we'll have to see because that's June 18th. Right now, we're nowhere near that. It's like 10 days away, so whatever. So I woke up today, went on Instagram, and saw the knobheads posted on Instagram, of course. The headline reads, Need for Speed Heat final update adds crossplay, next Need for Speed in full development at Criterion. So yeah, we're going to read through all of these articles, the Need for Speed post, the under the hood, whatever, and then we're going to read through the patch fixes, I'm going to tell you everything, and then after all that, I'm going to let you guys know all my thoughts about this update and what we've been given since release, I guess. So anyway, this reads, after months of uncertainty, that's putting it mildly, it's been about 3 months since the Black Market update, Need for Speed Heat will be receiving its final update tomorrow, which will add the long speculated cross-play feature with the development team at Criterion Games switching gears with full focus on the next Need for Speed game. Announced over on EA's website, General Manager of Criterion Matt Webster shared our first update on the Need for Speed franchise since the studio took the reins of the series back in February this year. As of June 9th, Need for Speed Heat will be the first EA title to offer crossplay, meaning that players regardless of their platform can jump into Palm City together. Players will have the option to opt in to races across PC, including Origin and Steam, PS4 and Xbox One, and will have the option to search for friends or other players who've got crossplay enabled. That's all fine and dandy, but when PvP is it's just the thing in the top corner right there. You see that? JStorm? That's the only thing, you know? That's all we've got for crossplay. There's no speed list, there's nothing. I don't understand what crossplay is really going to achieve. Because, let's be honest, the only populated platform for Need for Speed Heat is PS4. And, let's be honest, PS4 servers are usually full. So, I don't know. I doubt it's going to change anything for PS4. Now, for other consoles, I think that would be good news, I guess. But for PS4, it doesn't really affect us at all. We may as well not be getting an update apart from the patches. Whatever. Webster revealed that this will be Need for Speed Heat's final update, as the team at Criterion shifts geared, fucking, that is horrible. I do not like that. Shifts gears. I hate that. I can't say that. Shifts gears into the future with full focus on developing the next Need for Speed game. I'm a bit scared for that, because I read the Need for Speed article, and you'll see why later on. You can skip ahead to when I'm reading the Need for Speed article, under the hood article, I should be saying that. But yeah, whatever. Rest assured, the team are listening to the feedback and believe that Heat offers a terrific foundation to create the most expressive, most socially connected, action-packed game yet for Need for Speed fans and beyond. First of all, that's the excuse. To move on from Heat, this is the perfect foundation to move on. I tell you what, I'm sick of having these foundations for Need for Speed. 2015 was the foundation for future Need for Speeds, or should have been. For some reason we had Payback, but we'll forget about that. 2015 should have been the foundation. Heat should have built off of that. Heat should not be a foundation and should not be labelled as a foundation. We, at this point, should have gone way further at this point. I think Craptastic Jack said the same thing in his video earlier today. We should have progressed in this series much further than we have. You know, we've took one step forward and a step back. We haven't really progressed much, you know? But whatever. Lastly, with the release of Need for Speed 2015, Rivals and Heat on Steam, I'm surprised, actually it's no surprise Payback's on Steam. Payback's not on Steam. I wonder why that is. Webster teases more Need for Speed and Steam-related announcement at EA Play Live on June 18th. How do you feel about this announcement? Are you disappointed with the poor support Heat received, or are you excited to get stuck into crossplay? I am a little bit excited to see how it works, but I'm not really going to be around much to see it in the following months, and I doubt half of the fan base is really going to stick around neither. But yeah, that was the knobheads. Now we move on to Need for Speed with the Under the Hood article, and oh boy, I have a lot to say about this one. I do not like this article at all. Okay, so here we go. Shifting gears. See, why couldn't it just say shifting gears instead of shifts gears? That's horrible. I hate that. Shifting gears into the future with Criterion and Need for Speed. Need for Speed Heat gets crossplay, and the next game in the franchise is in development by Criterion. To the Need for Speed community. Hello, Matt Webster here, General Manager of Criterion Games. First, I wanted to let you all know how excited our team here in Guildford is to be back in the driver's seat of development for Need for Speed. As you'll know, we have real history with racing and with Need for Speed. We're focused on bringing Criterion's unique points of view on paralleled game feel and high quality innovations that will chart a new future for this wonderful series of games. Criterion's unique points of view. Yeah, it was very unique. It almost killed the franchise. Yeah, I'm scared. This article does not in the slightest alleviate my worries for the next game, you know. I also wanted to share with you a glimpse of the road ahead. With our first checkpoint approaching quickly, the team has been hard at work to deliver an exciting feature to Need for Speed Heat, which will be in players' hands tomorrow. Why? Of all things, crossplay. Are you kidding? Nobody asked for this. This is not going to help anybody at all. Maybe the very few players that play on Xbox, because apparently that fucking console's dead in terms of Need for Speed Heat. Come on. Of all things, crossplay. You couldn't give us a final black market. Maybe the made in Japan black market would have been nice. Maybe a Supra. I don't know. I don't care. It could have been an RX-8 for all I bloody care. I actually wouldn't have mind that, but should have given us some sort of content, man. You've killed off your own game now, and I'm gonna leave it till the end until I've read all these. But yeah, confirmed tomorrow. At Criterion, we've always believed that games are better with friends. Yeah, okay. That pretty much everybody knows that. We don't want your platform of choice to be a barrier for that experience, so we're thrilled to let you all know that on June 9th, Need for Speed Heat will be the first EA title to offer crossplay, meaning that players, regardless of their platform, can jump into Palm City together as one united community. It's really stupid. I don't like this. Once you've installed the update, including some other fixes too, okay, you can opt in to race players across PC, blah 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 blah. We know, you'll see tomorrow. As we at Criterion shift gears into the future with full focus on developing the next Need for Speed game, this will be the final update for Need for Speed Heat. Since the launch of Need for Speed Heat, and as players continue to tear it up in Palm City, we're listening to what you love about this experience and what you all believe would be even better. With these insights, we have a terrific foundation to create the most expressive, most socially connected, action-packed game yet for Need for Speed fans and beyond. This game shouldn't be a foundation and should not be labelled as a foundation. Will you say that for the next game? If that shit, oh, it's a good base, it's a good foundation. Like, no, I'm sick of these fucking excuses. Like, honestly, I'm sick of these fucking excuses. We're gonna get Most Wanted 2012.2. I'm really thinking that, honestly. Oh, and I'm so scared. As more players join the global Need for Speed community, nobody's going to buy this game. I'm going to be honest. Nobody more is going to buy this game now that they know nothing else is getting added. We also want to provide more options in how the series can be discovered. On June 16th, Need for Speed Heat drops into EA Access, giving all subscribers the opportunity to enter Palm City. So basically, it's going to be free, pretty much. Well, not free, but like, the trial's going to be free. So everyone, oh, Jesus Christ. Another step to connect our players and games on more platforms is the recent release of Need for Speed Heat on Steam, along with 2016's Need for Speed 2016. There wasn't a... That's got to be a typo. There was... Can I play Need for Speed 2016, please? I don't think I've ever heard of that game. Need for Speed Rivals. Okay, so that's all about Steam. I think everybody already knows about that right now. Oh my god. Here we go. Here's the big issue. You'll know from our past history that we want to bring players together however we can. With this announcement and what we're working on in the future, we're focused on uniting the wider Need for Speed community so that you can play, race, and compete with all of your friends. You'll know from our past history. That is terrifying. You're basically... No! This article doesn't help us in any way, shape, or form. At all. Actually, this scares us even more. I can see why Black Panther would say in his video that he's terrified for the future of Need for Speed. Honestly, I am as well. I am terrified for this. That is not good. That is not a good thing to say. You'll know from our past history. Hot Pursuit 2010, it did okay, but it wouldn't hold up today, alright? People will play it for a month or two and it just wouldn't last. Unless customization's in there and there's free roam, but like, you may as well just make another Heat, honestly, without all the bugs. You'll know from our past history. Most Wanted 2012, they did most of the work on Rivals. I don't think I want to know your past history. And even non-Need for Speed, it's Burnout. And they tried to bring Burnout into Need for Speed. We've only just gotten rid of most of Burnout. So why? I don't like Matt Webster. It's not a nice introduction to him anyways. Why? I say I don't like him, okay? I don't like the way this article is set out. I just don't. At all. It's like throwing the whole... Like, we didn't even get an apology. Like, it throws the whole issue out of the window. I'm just getting the bug fixes up. It just... We didn't... Like, we should have gotten an apology or something, you know? Because that's what we're owed. A lot of us paid full price. Plus more for the deluxe edition at launch. For some shitty live service. Like... No, come on. That's so stupid, and I can't believe they've just dropped it like this. Why is my hair being so weird today? Okay, that should be better. There we go. That was weird for a second. Alright, so EA David, community manager, just posted on Answers EA, of all places. I thought it would have been on Reddit or Discord or anything. Oh, and I've been on Discord all day. People are not happy. Hello there. The team has been working hard on finalising the June update, and we're happy to announce it will be released tomorrow, June 9th. It addresses the missing vanity items for 100% in the game, and you should encounter DR 1005 less often. For those of you who don't know, that's a glitch when you have too many cars. I was planning to make a video on that at some point. But I don't need to now because it's been fixed, hopefully. Because I had over 90 cars at one point and I wasn't able to get any more. I wasn't able to get online because I had too many cars. Like, I had to sell cars to be able to play with my friends. But anyway, we're also thrilled to announce that crossplay is coming to Need for Speed Heat, allowing you to cruise Palm City with your friends regardless of platform. It's been quite a packed week for Need for Speed, and we have published an article on our website that tells you everything you need to know beyond the update notes. We switched up the order in which the update is released for the platform, starting with Xbox, followed by PlayStation, and then PC. More info about estimated file sizes and timing at the end of this post. Now let's jump into the update notes, starting with the newest addition, crossplay. Added crossplay functionality across all platforms. Once you've installed the June update, you will be prompted with the option to activate crossplay, which you can later find in the privacy settings in the game menu. Opting in will allow you to raise players across PC, Xbox One and PlayStation 4 on the same server. We know all about this, we can skip this. So, general fixes. Improved car cop logic to reduce occurrences when cop cars significantly reduce player car health in one hit. That was really annoying. So I'm glad they fixed that. Some cops would behave very passive while in a pursuit and not perform maneuvers to stop your car. They should now be more motivated to take you down as long as they're actively pursuing you. This is no overall buff or nerf to the cops. It just affected a small percentage of cop cars that were pursuing but not engaging. don't understand that. We fixed an issue where some rewards didn't trigger correctly when hitting 100% of the collectibles. I knew about that issue, but I wasn't affected by it, fortunately. I beat the game in December. Or was it January? No, I unlocked the FXXK in January. I beat the game in December, other than the FXXK. So, visual. When rushing through the tunnel in Mendoza Keys, you should no longer encounter solid walls popping in. Yes. They're not really solid walls, per se, but it was like this big brown texture that blocked the tunnel. And it was really, like, when I saw it the first time, it scared the shit out of me. I was like, I closed my eyes, braced for impact, and then I went right through it. It was kind of terrifying, to be honest. So I'm glad that's not going to be there anymore, because that ended up happening quite a lot in the past few months. Fix an issue that could cause vegetation to appear on roads when choosing low. That's about PC. The racer challenges in the garage should no longer be displayed after reaching rep level 50. Why wouldn't you add more challenges? I don't even remember the racer challenges, bro. I didn't try passing any of them in the story at all. I passed all of them without even trying. I don't remember the racer challenges. I never even acknowledged them. What I did, but like, it was only like twice in my whole Let's Play. Like, I don't, like, that was just really odd, honestly. And then racer challenges were redundant once I reached level 50. Like, why wouldn't you add more challenges to keep players going? Like, give us something to do, something to work for, and give us, like, some bank or rep for completing said challenges. I know there's daily challenges, but who the hell cares about them? The Rival Cruise menu is no longer visible in the main menu when you boot the game while offline. Fix an issue where a time trial wouldn't show any ghost car when you started it. After driving to a time trial starting point, looking at the leaderboard panel should no longer be blank. A specific beanie was only visible from close range. Now it can also be seen from afar. Okay. Audio. Cops will now refer to the McLaren P1 GTR correctly in cop chatter. Finally, I did notice that issue. I think they called it like a Ferrari, LaFerrari or some crap. I don't know what it was. They definitely called it a Ferrari or something though. World. Reworked train wagon collision models in Fort Callahan to prevent your car becoming stuck under them. We took a closer look at a few spots where cop cars could drive on the bottom of the ocean or riverbed. Could they? Their cars should now get wrecked as intended, and while they're busy with their own cars, they should no longer be busting you. Alright, so this is the most important part, and there is a lot of fixes here. Cars. Added a sound system interaction point for the Aston Martin Vulcan. Okay. All colours should now be displayed correctly when using specific paints on the side of the Chevrolet Camaro Z28. Decal interaction points for the Lamborghini Aventador S and the Roadster variant now work as intended. The second set of stock rims now is aligned with the tyres of the Land Rover Defender. Added a sound system interaction point for the Land Rover Defender. Right. Sound system. It holds no purpose in this game. It did in 2015, but its purpose does not work in this game. Basically, it's meant to add more bass and more atmosphere from outside of the car, so you can hear it better. It was pretty cool in 2015. You wouldn't notice it unless you actually like try to. I don't know why it was a thing in 2015 in the first place, to be honest, but it is what it is. And heat, it's kind of redundant. It's a waste of money. Don't ever buy sound system. When using the wide Porsche rear fender on the Porsche 911 Carrera RSR 2.8, aftermarket taillight tints should now be displayed correctly. I did realise like sometimes they didn't load up properly. The Alchemist rear bumper for the Ford Mustang 65 is now displayed correctly. Decals applied to the Varis front bumper of the Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 9 will no longer vanish when accelerating. You can now purchase the stock spoiler for the Nissan 180SX starter car. Was that an issue? Oh, then again, it was the starter car. I didn't have the starter car. I went for the BMW. The model of the Porsche Cayman GT4 now has the spoiler equipped that is displayed in the dealership item. Oh my god. Thank you. Thank you. I have been lobbying for that for so long. I've been complaining in Discord, Reddit, everywhere I could. And finally, they're adding the spoiler back to the Cayman GT4. Why that is special to me is pretty much... I love the Porsche Cayman GT4, one of my favourite cars. I was absolutely appalled how there's no customization for it in this game, even though there was in 2015 and Payback. It's the same with the M4 GTS. There was customization for that in Payback, and I don't like the GTS, honestly, like at stock, and I would have loved to customize that. But you can customize the M4, which virtually looks the same without a spoiler anyway. So the M4 GTS being in the game makes even less sense than the Cayman GT4 still being in the game, since the GTS now has all the customization. But hopefully they never remove the GT4, because I love that car. I love the Cayman GT4. Added missing sound system interaction point to the Volkswagen Golf GTI 76. Added missing sound system interaction point to the Volkswagen Beetle 63. Okay, events. The AI drivers would follow interesting routes in a handful of races. We took a look, and they should now stick to the racing line. Fixed an issue that could occur when you restarted a time trial after finishing it for the first time and beating the ghost time. The UI could behave in a way that would display the ghost from the first time trial run while you are actually competing against the next best time. That could lead to situations where you thought you beat the opponent, but you also didn't. This should no longer occur, and the ghost that you see is the one your time will be measured against. When completing the picnic time trial and coming in second, you should now receive the correct amount of bank. You should now be able to restart the upload mission as intended. Okay, so a lot of those weren't really special. So, UK, oh, okay, so it launches at 8 o'clock in the morning, UK time, June 9th. And it's 7.16 gigabytes for PS4, 1.10 gigabytes for PC, 6.9 gigabytes for Xbox One. Right, and that's it. That's it. That's literally it. That took me 21 minutes. That really wasn't a lot compared to the black market update. Let's be real. I'm glad they are patching a lot of things up, because the black market update, over time, it kind of deteriorated. I don't know how to explain it. It was good at launch, the black market update, but then it like deteriorated as time went on. Like you noticed the cracks, and I guess that could happen with this update as well, but I ain't gonna be allowed to see that. So, what do I think about this? I am kind of heartbroken, honestly, to say the least. I've played this game for so long. Like, out of every single content creator you will know, I've played this longer than any of them. I can guarantee that right now. I have played Need for Speed Heat religiously since launch. I've played no other racing game apart from Dirt Rally and Drive Club, and that was only on like 2 occasions. 2 days in which I played different racing games. I played this game for so long, and I've enjoyed it. And it breaks my heart to see how unoptimized it is every time I go on. The little bugs, the lack of updates. How could they let this game die? So much potential with this damn fucking game, and I really want to rage about it, but I've done enough raging. I did enough raging in the video that you can go check out, called Why Need for Speed Heat is Actually Dead. I did enough raging in about 54 minutes, so I'm not ranting for that long again. I'll make another video on this topic at some point, which will be my quitting video, my video saying goodbye to this game, and then after that I'll do a live stream, which will be the final time I play the game for quite some time, because I have no plans for this game over the summer. I'm going to go play Payback for the first time. I'm going to do a Let's Play of that, and then in September it will be time to talk about Need for Speed 2021. I was holding out on it because I wanted to concentrate on this game. This game still hadn't received the final update at that point, and I was like, I wanted more updates. I wanted those 4 more black market updates that were leaked, that were essentially promised. There were 4 different ones, and we ended up getting one of the worst. We got the Best of the British volume. Wow. A chopped roof DB11, which is the worst car in the game, by the way, and an F1, which ended up being the RSR killer. But it doesn't matter anyway, because there's no multiplayer in this game. It astounds me how out of all the things they could have worked on in these last 3 months, it's crossplay. Nobody asked for it, and I doubt anyone's going to care after tomorrow. But I gotta say this right now. This game has been absolutely incredible. Honestly, I love this game. It's given me so much experience for YouTube, and I'm going to be able to use the experience gained from this game in the next game, and on the road to the next game. This game has taught me a lot, but I just hate how there's so much negativity around the game, because of the lack of updates, and it really breaks my heart because this game deserved so much more. It astounds me that Payback, fucking Payback, he got less support than Payback. And Payback, people had to go at Payback for the lack of support. He is twice as bad. Twice as bad. I don't understand how they could do this to their own game. It really, really pisses me off how positive the Criterion, what's his name? Matt Webster. I fucking hate how positive he was. And I fucking hate how he was like, oh, you'll know from our past history. Yeah, we know all about the past history with Most Wanted 2012 and Rivals. We know all about that. And before anyone blames Ghost for Rivals, Ghost was still making themselves into a studio. Criterion did a lot of the work on Rivals. So Rivals was essentially a Criterion game. 2015 was the first Ghost game. 2015 was the foundation that they should have built off. And I give Ghost a lot of credit, but I cannot give them credit for Payback. I just cannot. I can't give them credit for Payback because I don't know what they tried. I don't know what they attempted to do with Payback. They just shot themselves in the foot with it. Regardless of whether I enjoy Payback or not, they did shoot themselves in the foot. They should have carried on from what they said was the reboot, the foundation, which was 2015. And they said on the lead up to this game that they were going to build on the foundation of 2015, when instead, by the end of it, he ends up as another foundation, if you will. This game, quite frankly, should not be a foundation. It just shouldn't be. It should have built off of 2015, and we should have progressed way further by now. I said it earlier in the video. Craptastic Jack said it earlier today. We should have progressed way further at this point. Since 2015, Forza Horizon 2, 3, and 4 have been out. And you see how much Forza has progressed. I don't like Forza, but for people who do like, in terms of actual game support and live service, Forza is so far ahead of Need for Speed. It astounds me. Even The Crew 2 is so far ahead of Need for Speed. Need for Speed should be the best racing game out there. It is the most famous one. Okay, I don't care what you say. Need for Speed is the most famous racing game. You don't believe me? Need for Speed has a movie all about it. Okay? Need for Speed has a movie. That's how famous Need for Speed is. And it's gone on for almost 25 years. And that's another thing. Heat was the 25th anniversary game. And this is what we get. This is what you do for your 25th anniversary. A franchise going on for 25 years should be treated with respect. Should be treated with the utmost care. Should be given the utmost support. And Heat has gotten such a lack of support of any Need for Speed game I've ever seen. Ever. Rivals got more support. Have you seen how many car packs were added for Rivals? 2015. The Legends update was the last major update we got. I don't give a damn what you say about Speedcross. I don't give a damn what you say about Black Market. Black Market, by the way, I still say it, and I will say it to the day I die. Black Market DLC was better than Speedcross, but none of them are really major updates. They were both moderate updates. The last major update for Need for Speed was in 2015, and it was the Legends update with Eddie's Challenge. It's been almost 5 years, and we cannot build off of the foundation. I say they cannot seem to build off the foundation. They seem to be so lazy, and you could see it with Heat. Well, not lazy, but with Heat, you could see how rushed it was. Heat is so rushed to the point that they added features that they knew, that they had to have known nobody fucking wanted in the game. Nobody asked for off-road. Actually, off-road was one of the most disliked features from Payback. Now, don't get me wrong. Off-road has definitely improved. I can see it in the gameplay. Everybody who's ever played Heat has said it as well. But my God, it should not be in the game. Okay? They had to rush Heat just to get it out. And I'm starting to think maybe we should get a Need for Speed game every 3 years. But what's the point in that? If they're just not going to work on live service. They made the best Need for Speed game since Carbon, and they left it to die. That's literally what they did, and you cannot tell me otherwise. They have killed Need for Speed Heat But this game has been dead for 3 months now. 3 months. 3 months of uncertainty. We have been waiting for an update, and this is what we get. And it fucking disgusts me how they do not announce anything. They do not say anything. It's been radio silence ever since release. The only time they ever talk about something is a day or a week before an update. I'm sick of it. And if it happens in the next game, I'm not going to play it anymore. I'm going to say that right fucking now. I will not play the next game as much as I have with this one if they do it again. I will not show my support. I'll just give up on it. We can... I gotta warn you guys for the next game. And I will always say this, leading up until the next game. Don't trust Criterion Games. Don't trust EA. Especially with this fucking article that they put out. You know from our past history. Yeah, we know all too well about Criterion's history with Need for Speed. We know all about it. So, I don't want to hear any of that from now on. I want to hear exactly what you plan for the franchise. I want to know customization is staying. I want to know new customization is staying, because I am sick of them relying on all the customization parts they added all the way back in 2015. Because that's the majority of the customization parts. There's not much customization been added since 2015, and it is stupid. The pre-existing cars have nothing for them, and you can tell that they've just ported models in because they just don't work properly with the game. Most of the cars in this game that were from 2015, some of them don't even look right. I think I pointed it out, Black Panther pointed it out with the BRZ. The BRZ looks a bit weird in Heat's lighting. They look outdated. They are outdated. You can see with the track width on, what car is it? The Sylvia. The track width just doesn't work with the Sylvia. They need to get this next game right. And if they don't, I don't know what to say. Because then it will be the 3rd game in a row where they've let us down. Payback was an okay game. Live service was shit. Heat is the best Need for Speed game since Carbon, like I said, and they fucked it. They have fucked it so bad. And I know, before anyone starts fucking keyboard warring in the fucking comments, I know there's a pandemic going on. I know Criterion have been, you know, they've been moving employees over. But they're working from home. And they can work on crossplay, but you're telling me they can't work on anything else? They can't have worked on speed lists instead? They can't have worked on another black market update instead? Anything that would add more content to the game instead of crossplay. Because crossplay is, quite frankly, it's not going to do anything. Crossplay is not going to do anything, and it is not going to help this game in the slightest. I can assure you of that right fucking now. It will not help the game. I'll give it an extra week, okay? Heat will last a week with crossplay, and then nobody will give a damn about it anymore. The game is dead. It's been dead. But now it's been confirmed. The confirmation is there. And if you tell me otherwise, you're delusional and you've lost the plot. You've lost the fucking plot. You can like this game all you want. You can love this game all you want. I love Need for Speed Heat. But it's dead. It's done. And there's nothing can save it now. It's done. It's finished. Rant over, I guess. Don't trust Criterion Games. Get excited for the next Need for Speed game at launch, but the month after Need for Speed 2021 has been released, we must be cautious. We cannot expect big things like we did with this game. We just cannot, because we know for a fact they're not going to say anything, and they're just going to break our hearts with this game, like they have with this game. That's it, guys. I don't really know what else to say. Join the live stream tomorrow if you want to ask any more questions. I'll answer every single one of them live, of course. We'll do crossplay with TJ, and that will probably be one of the last live streams we'll ever do on Need for Speed Heat. Let me know in the comments what you think about crossplay. Do you think it's going to save Need for Speed Heat? If you do, you're delusional. I don't mean that in a bad way, but like, I doubt anybody's going to think it's going to save it. What do you think they should have done? Are you going to trust Criterion Games in the next game? Because I ain't. I'll trust Criterion to make a good Need for Speed game, a well-polished one, but I will not trust them with a live service. I can guarantee that right now. I I will not trust them, and I will always remember Need for Speed Heat and what has occurred with it. That's it for today, guys. That's it for tonight. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the update. It's I was gonna say it's gonna be enjoyable, but I don't know. It might just be the same thing. Although I am gonna love to see that spoiler back on the Cayman GT4. That's it, guys. I've said that enough. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked it, hit that like button as high as possible can. Go check out my other Need for Speed Heat videos. Almost 130 other videos. And I want to appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys so much for the support that we've received on all videos like this, talking about updates. This is going to be the last one for a while. This is going to be the last video like this I'm going to make for quite some time, unless something big is announced at EA Play. Other than that, I'll see you guys, if you only watch these types of videos from me, I'll see you guys in September when we finally discuss Need for Speed 2021. But if you're here for the other things, hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow in the live stream on Need for Speed Heat. We'll see if crossplay... Can you imagine if crossplay doesn't even work? We won't think about that until tomorrow. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you all in the next video. Peace!